What's up, guys? CliffBeats, no script, off the rip, but the one and only.
Your girl Karen.
We are back with the one and only Eminem. We have "Leaving Heaven" featuring Skylar Grey. How do you feel about Skylar Grey, anyway?
Sounds like another one that's gonna make me cry.
Man is an artist.
I mean, she has a beautiful voice, which is why it touches my crying soul.
You know, most of the choruses that we've heard so far, she's written.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so like even like "Walk on Water," she wrote that.
Oh wow.
And Beyonce came in and covered. She writes a lot of choruses for them, and then other people come in. But she is, I think she does a lot to herself. Like, but man, her voice is just so special.
Yeah, I would agree.
Her songwriting's impeccable too. I love her Instagram
I'm
page
nervous.
too. Oh, don't be nervous. It's called "Leaving Heaven." What can you be worried about?
Right.
All right, guys, we're jumping into this. Guys, do me a favor. Go like, go subscribe. Show love to Eminem and Skylar Grey. And, of course, what should they do, baby?
Go hit that subscribe, please.
We would love to have you. Helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. And we are going to do this entire album. And then we're jumping into side B and doing side quests and checking out other artists. Come hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Even though I know the camera gets a little blurry here and there, it's because I have to keep going back and forth to hit pause and stuff. Here we go. Leaving Heaven. This is Karen's reaction, but she will tap or pause or ask me to just randomly pause so I can make sure she's catching bars. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Ready and go.
Let's go. Headset on.
Oh.
I'm like, how are you going to listen? Let's go.
Knew this day was coming. Sometimes you gotta come back down.
I'm going to hell now, man.
Stoop to someone's level.
Yeah. 5 dozen flies buzzing over your head. Call me the Grim Reaper. Sleep is my cousin. You're dead to me now, and I'ma be the last face you see for you die, cousin. My eye of tigers, and I'm a survivor, so I will rise up and be triumphant. Cause when I'm looking at my legacy, a bunch of dogs trying to dry hump it like Triumph the puppet. So I'm like, fuck it, pot of carnage up till it's so high it's touching the sky.
I seen her face kind of crunch up. She's thinking now Triumph the puppet was ass like that, the little puppet dog. See how it all ties in? But a dog trying to piss on my leg, basically, or dry hump it, jump out my leg. Bring this back.
Cousin, my eye of tigers, and I'm a survivor, so I will rise up and be triumphant. Cause when I'm looking at my legacy, a bunch of dogs trying to dry hump.
But when I look at my legacy, like my leg I see, but my legacy, I see a bunch of dogs trying to dry hump it.
And then like a little shout out to Eye of the Tiger.
Yep.
Be triumphant, cause when I'm looking at my legacy, a bunch of dogs trying to dry hump it like Triumph the puppet. So I'm like, fuck it, pot of carnage up till it's so high it's touching the sky. Let them all line up and attack, single filing up in a stack. Call them toy soldiers, cause they just wind up on their backs. Now the sky is nothing but black, but I am not coming back. I done told ya, I told the woke me to go to sleep, but still they keep on provoking me. They're hoping to see me completely broken emotionally. But how in the fuck am I not supposed to be woke when these fuckers just keep poking me now?
I'm leaving heaven. I'm leaving heaven. Angels won't find me where I am going.
I've been down kicked like around 6,000 times since I was a kid. As a child, picked up, clown, dick, countless times I've been outed. Gotta remind myself of it every now and then. So the route I went, self-empowerment in a hole. Taught myself how to get out of it and balance it with talents wit. Cause life is like a penny.
That just reminded me. What were we just watching?
What were we just watching?
Yeah.
What were we just watching?
The movie we were just watching. He said,
Oh.
got myself in a hole, gotta climb out of the darkness,
Oh
right?
my God, you're talking about Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, The Dark Knight, not Rises. Is it Dark
It
Knight
is
Rises?
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, so he's stuck in that pit. Yeah, but that obviously has nothing to do with this.
No,
but it's
obviously
still-
not, but it just took me there.
Yeah, it's crazy, but this pocket he's in. Remember, we seen that video about artists talking about, another artist. Tory Lane says, like, I don't see another artist being in a pocket that I can't find. He's the only person I've ever seen be in pockets that I can get to, but seem difficult to me. He's like, is Em. Em's the only motherfucker I've ever seen jump in pockets that I would even be like, what the fuck is that? Because listen, listen to this. I've been down kick since like around 6. Like it's just so nasty. Down kick, round 6, down hit, down hit, down hit, down hit, down hit. On this beat, oh.
I've been down kick like around 6,000 times since I was a kid.
Like 1,000 times since I was a kid. Like the way he's able to just bend just a little bit since I was a kid to make it fit. Oh.
As a child, picked on clown, big countless times I've been outed. Gotta remind myself of it every now and then. So the route I went, self-empowerment in a hole. Taught myself how to get out of it and balance it with talents. Cause life is like a penny. Life is like a penny. Cause it's only 1% who overcome the shit they've underwent. I went AWOL like what my back was up against. Don't tell me about struggle, bitch. I lived it. I was 5 or 6 the first time I got my hind end kicked. Malcolm Isaac and Boogie jumped me and took my tricycle. And I don't know if I would call that white privilege. Yeah, but I get it. How it feels to be judged by pigment. Besides getting it from both sides of the tracks, but I swore I'd get them back, even if it meant selling my soul to get my riff engine. Thought of a scheme and it got me to thinking if I could believe in myself, I could probably achieve it. That's part of the reason I do all my talking with Deacon. As long as I'm breathing, I vow to I smother and beat him. But God, with the heart of a demon, go at him and I'ma get even like I'm in the garden of Eden. I'm about to go off of the deep end, cause evil is calling. I'm already seething and
I'm leaving heaven. I'm leaving heaven.
Tapped.
We need to bring that back because that was really fast, but there was like a bunch of stuff.
You want me to break it down
Garden
for
of
you?
Eden, he's a demon.
I'll break it down. You ready?
Please, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
what's up against. Don't tell me about.
Hold on. I went AWOL, like what my back was up against. I don't know if you caught that, but like I went AWOL. I went crazy, but
Yeah.
a wall, like what my back was up against. I told you when his back's against the wall, that's when he spazzes and that's when he becomes that unstoppable force, the immovable object.
Balance it with talents, with, cause life is like a penny. Life is like a penny. Cause it's only 1% who overcome the shit they've underwent. I went AWOL like what my back was up against. Don't tell me about struggle, bitch. I lived it. I was 5 or 6 the first time I got my hind end kicked. Malcolm Isaac and Boogie jumped me and took my tricycle. And I don't know if I would call that white privilege. Yeah, but I get it. How it feels to be judged by pigment. Besides.
Yeah, that line
Like
right there is
that.
very heavy too, because it is tough when you grow up in segregated areas or poverty-stricken areas. You do kind of get picked on for being a different ethnicity, and that goes for everyone. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've been picked on. I've been picked on. Black people have been picked on. Like it's everyone kind of picks on one another, but especially like if you're white in neighborhoods that are predominantly
Yeah.
you're gonna, and he says I caught it from both ends of the track. So basically I caught it when I was poor, then I caught it as I got rich too. As I got rich, then I started getting shit because I'm white now, I don't belong in hip-hop. Like what the fuck, dude? But both sides of the track, 8 Mile.
The there's like little bells from the 8 Mile kind of playing in the background that caught me off guard and it kind of distracted me for a second. Oh, that hurts.
So Karen just touched on something very important too, is Eminem will do that. He'll use the same ad libs, some of the same jingles, some of the same sounds from old albums and sprinkle them in as like Easter eggs to bring you back to those moments.
Well, it took me there. I was there. I went back to 8 Mile.
Yep.
Privilege. Yeah, but I get it.
You hear
I like
it?
how it
You
says
hear
right
it?
there. But yeah, I heard it right there. But I like how it says, but I get it. He's saying
Right, I
still get,
understand.
yeah,
Right.
it's different. Like there is a such thing as white privilege, and people who disagree are dumb. They've never really, I won't say
Right.
dumb, but sorry, I don't mean to say it that way, but or maybe a little bit ignorant
Mm-hmm.
to how it really works in urban areas.
Right.
How it feels to be judged by pigment. Besides getting it from both sides of the tracks, but I swore I'd get them back, even if it meant selling my soul to get my riff engine. Thought of a
He said, selling my soul to get revenge. So he always talks about selling his soul. People take it as like he's, Illuminati, but I think that's just his way of saying like sacrificing everything that I have just
That
to
I
be the
become.
best. Yes.
from both sides of the tracks, but I swore I'd get them back, even if it meant selling my soul to get my riff engine. Thought of a scheme and it got me to thinking if I could believe in myself, I could probably achieve it. That's part of the reason I do all my talking with Deacon. As long as I'm breathing, I vow to I smother and beat him. But God, with the heart of a demon, go at him and I'ma get even like I'm in the garden of Eden. I'm
You catching the whole Adam and Eve scheme in here? Garden of
There's Garden of Eden. I heard
thought of a
Adam
scheme and
and
it got me
Eve.
to thinking if I could
Thought of a scheme and it got me to thinking.
If I could believe it.
Got a heart of a demon.
believe in myself, I could probably achieve it. That's part of the reason I do all my talking with Deacon. As long as I'm breathing, I vow to I smother and beat him. But God, with the heart of a demon, go at him.
I'm a guy with a heart of a demon.
He say I was talking to someone.
Bring it back.
Selling my soul to get my revenge and thought of a scheme and it got me to thinking if I could believe in myself I could probably achieve it. That's part of the reason I do all my talking with Deacon. As long as I'm breathing, I've I smother me beat him. A god with a heart of a demon, go at him and I'ma get even like I'm in the garden of Eden. I'm about to go off of the deep end cause evil is calling. I'm already seething and
I'm leaving heaven.
There was no
Evil
call.
is calling.
Yeah.
I thought he said I did all my talking with someone.
No, there was. I didn't catch that.
Okay.
I didn't hear that lyric there. I could be wrong though, but I didn't hear that. I just heard the whole basically Garden of Eden
It's
scheme.
I don't know.
Hold on, baby. I was talking. So I sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but I was in the middle of saying like the whole thing was basically a scheme of like getting even with these people that have screwed him over as he was a little kid. So he basically said like I sold my soul to be able to come back and flex on everybody and basically murder everyone lyrically. You know, and then compared it to the whole evil and good, and even mentioned like I'm a god with the heart of a demon, which is diabolical in itself. You ready? Okay. What were you gonna say though?
I don't remember.
Okay, sorry. It's a little bit of a fast part.
It is very fast, and this part is just like thrown in there. Maybe I'm just not hearing it right.
in a beat and I'm about to go off of the deep end cause evil is calling. I'm already seething and
I'm leaving heaven. I'm leaving heaven. Angels won't find me where I am going.
okay, so while Macklemore was keeping his room nice and neat, I was getting my ass beat twice a week, looking for a place for the night where I could sleep. Flipping sofa cushions open, just trying to see if I could find some change and scrape up a bite to eat. If denying me, find a couple dimes a piece, 25 cents each, you get us a bag of chips. We'd be glad to get ya, even if we had to split. We do backward flips, looking back at it. I think that would fit with the definition of not having shit. Couple that with the fact my mother was bad shit, pop was a sack of shit. Yeah, he died, but I gave half a shit. Yeah, which brings me back to the dear old dad that I zero had since a year old 47-year-old scab. Just to hear them words, ear piercing, like my earlobe stabbed with a needle for an earring. Should I feel upset? You were dead to me before you died. Me, tear no shed. Should I have made a mural at your funeral? Had your coffin draped with a hero's flag? Where the fuck you were at when D'Angelo done hurt me real bad? At the Rio Grande, never meet your grandkids. Fucking coward, only gut you had was from your stomach fat. I couldn't see your ass going to heaven, so I'm asking for a pass to go to hell so I can whip your fucking ass. I hate that I never get to say I hate you to your face. No coming back from where I'm going. Sky is dark, my soul is black. Hand on the shovel, dig with the blade of it. Then I stamp on the metal, vendetta to settle. Tell the devil
I'm leaving heaven.
yeah.
I'm leaving heaven.
You know, I should dig your motherfucking ass up just to spit in your fucking face. Hold my baby pictures up like you're proud of me. Fuck you, bitch. You know what? Maybe if I'd have had you, I wouldn't have went through half the shit I went through. So I blame you. Or maybe I should say thank you. Cause I wouldn't have been me.
You better run.
Yeah. So I'ma let it go now.
You better run.
Rest in peace,
You better run.
cocksucker.
You better run.
See you in hell.
Hell no.
She said
What is going on?
the song
He
Take
said
You
I'm
Off.
gonna let it go. Not after I rip into you though.
You know what? There was a lot there I want to break down really quick. But how did this song take you on a bit of a roller coaster?
Yeah, it's hard to say is if it's like an up song or a down song because it feels like a little bit of both. Like he's really going in on the dad part.
It's his therapy. Like
Yeah.
he's talking about like when D'Angelo hurt me really bad, which was a bully that like basically knocked him unconscious. He talks about it in Brain Damage. D'Angelo Bailey, they even had a lawsuit and everything. Anyways, he's saying like we can bring it back if you want. Bring it back really quick to break it down. He even talked about like, you know, you're over here at the Rio Grande. You're over here gambling and you're holding up pictures of, you know, my kids and me.
part.
Like, the only guts you had was from your stomach fat. Like, I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, you didn't have the balls to even say hi to me, nothing. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you see me famous? What, you think you still can't fucking reach out, say anything? And he said a 47-year-old scab. Like, seeing him die picked at a 47-year-old scab.
Oh, oh wow.
Hold on.
For an earring, should I feel upset? Back to the dear old dad. The flips, 25 cents. If I can find some wheat. Okay, so while Macklemore was keeping his room nice and neat.
I like that shout out too, like, because people would always like say, "Oh, Macklemore." People, I don't know why people would start saying Macklemore is better than Eminem and stuff. And I'm not saying Macklemore is garbage. He's not. Macklemore can rap, but he's like, well, Macklemore was keeping his room nice and neat. I was getting my ass beat twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's two totally different stories here. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not compare me to this shit.
Yeah, I was getting my ass beat twice a week. Looking for a place for the night where I could sleep. Flipping sofa cushions open, just trying to see if I could.
So he was saying, like, I was just trying to find somewhere to sleep. Take 2 sofa cushions, you know, the old school, take 2 sofa cushions, wrap them in a blanket if you had one. If not, you're just laying there with 2 sofa cushions and use like some of the pillows as covers.
Find some change and scrape up a bite to eat. If denying me, find a couple dimes a piece. 25 cents each, you get us a bag of chips. We'd be glad to get ya. Even if we had to split, we do backward flips. Looking back at it, I think that would fit with the definition of not having shit. Couple that with the fact my mother was bad shit. Pop was a sack of shit. Yeah, he died, but I gave half a shit. Yeah, which brings me back to the dear old dad that I zero had since a year old 47-year-old scab. Just to hear them words, ear piercing, like my earlobe stab with a needle.
Ooh, ear
Ear
piercing,
piercing.
like an earlobe stabbed.
For an earring, should I feel upset? You were dead to me before you died. Me, tear no shed. Should I have made a mural at your funeral? Had your coffin draped with a hero's flag? Where the fuck you were at when D'Angelo done hurt me real bad? At the Rio Grande, never meet you.
Hold on. I know we already covered this, but listen to his voice. It obviously still bothers him to this day. Like, dude, I was picked on as a kid. Where the fuck were you? I needed a father figure. I needed someone to defend me or teach me how to defend myself. I needed somebody there to teach me these things. And you weren't there, and it really fucked him up. You could tell. Listen to it. Listen to his voice again.
Me, tear no shed. Should I have made a mural at your funeral? Had your coffin draped with a hero's flag? Where the fuck you were at when D'Angelo done hurt me real bad? At the Rio Grande, never meet your grandkids. Fucking coward, only gut you had was from your stomach fat. I couldn't see your ass going to heaven, so I'm asking for a pass to go to hell so I can whip your fucking ass. I hate that I never get to say I hate you to your face. No coming back from where I'm going. Sky is dark, my soul is black. Hand on the shovel, dick with the blade of it that I stamp on the metal. Vendetta to settle, tell the devil
I'm leaving heaven.
yeah.
To tell the devil.
When he says, I hate that I won't get to say I hate you to your face.
I know.
That hurt my feelings.
I think it's crazy he talked about, I'm asking for a pass to go to hell just to whoop your fucking ass.
I need a hall pass. Just one real quick.
Because we're going 2 separate directions. Oh man. And the thing too is, like, I like what he said here. Like, it wasn't even really just about him. He said, you were a coward. You wouldn't even meet your grandkids, dude.
Yeah. It was a heavy verse. Very heavy.
We would have listened again, but I got a feeling Karen's gonna start.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that one.
She said I'm good on that one. But as a song from Eminem, what do you think? Honestly.
I mean, it tracks with a lot of his work in the past, you know, just kind of like letting out how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a good song. It's a powerful song.
Playlist worthy? Be honest.
Hard to say because I don't know when I'd be like, yeah, let me go bump this song.
Yeah, I think you kind of got to be in your feelings if you, especially if you grew up in a broken home, which a lot of Eminem's fan base did. That's kind of like what he tapped into with Middle America and like the rest of the world was a lot of broken homes, which was kind of like a taboo topic to discuss.
To talk about, yeah.
Yeah, that's why even the line like, you know, that's when you look in the mirror and see yourself as a kid again and you get embarrassed. I got nothing to do but make you look stupid as parents. You fucking do good as too bad you couldn't do good at marriage. You know what I'm saying? So he was calling out all that shit even all the way until now. And he tapped into that crowd because a lot of our parents, you know, were
not doing
either not together
or trying to just make it through.
Yeah, marriages are at divorces are at all time, you know, divorce rates are all time high. It's crazy. He tapped into that market. And I think if you grew up in a broken home and say you did have a fucked up living situation, this is something you would go bumping more so. But again, I see this as Eminem's therapy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good song. I think it's like I don't know that I would put it on a playlist right away, but I think if it was like in the album, I don't think that I would immediately skip it.
Good point. Okay, I can see that because I can see you listening to the album and then just letting it play through because there are some really great moments in the song.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Toy Soldiers. They just wind up on their back. Did you catch that bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, like but the song Toy Soldiers as well,
Yes.
but just wind up on their back, but wind up. Oh God, this band's an absolute
50
fucking
Cent
savage.
also has a song called Toy Soldiers.
Yeah, it's just Eminem just throws a triple or quadruple entendre out there like it's nothing. It's ridiculous. But this was Leaving Heaven featuring Skylar Grey. What'd you think of Skylar Grey on this?
It was very good. I like the at the end, run, whatever they're
You
saying.
better run.
Yeah. Took it to a different level.
You
Yeah.
better. Yeah, she's phenomenal, man, and I love her Instagram. She takes really cool photos. And you know what I like about her too is she's like, you know, a lot of people do like highlight reels of their life. She takes pictures of like odd things, not odd things, like real things, like a furniture that's been chewed by her dog. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I like that shit because that's real life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or a cat tearing up your carpeting. That's real. And she sees it as art and is like, that's life happening in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not like everything's perfect and shiny
dinner.
and yeah, exactly. You know, I like Skylar because she's an artist's artist and she doesn't try to like please everybody all the fucking time. Because if you spend your entire life trying to please everybody, guess what? You're going to be the one who's fucking miserable. But I'm glad you enjoyed this. You enjoying the album so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an interesting album.
So we're moving on to the interesting album. It does pull on your emotions a
There's a
little bit.
lot going. Yeah.
It's well, music should be murdered by. He's deading a lot of situations. See what I did there?
Yes.
So cheesy, dad joke. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe. Thank you so much for watching with us. Hey, thank you so much again, as I always say, for giving us a platform and accepting my girl. It's been awesome having her here on this channel, and she's going to be a permanent staple. I mean, of course, I'll still be doing bar breakdowns by myself when new stuff releases, but then, you know, when that happens, she's usually at work anyway, or I'm at the studio. So I'll do my bar breakdown, then she comes in, and then she gets to do a reaction / we'll go over some of the bars with her. And I like the method. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Go like, go subscribe to Eminem and Skylar Grey, please. I really like this song personally off the album. I thought it was a hit because of his entire career, hearing about the trouble with his mom and his dad, and him finally putting it to bed, like in like a Slim Shady-esque way. I was like, oh. Like, but it wasn't even just Slim Shady. You could hear like Marshall, like the real him, just like peeking through the darkness. Like, it hurt. It hurt him. I liked it. But we love you guys. Stay safe. If you ever need me, shoot me a message. Anybody here dealing with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, addiction, a bad breakup, whatever the case may be, my Instagram's linked in the description down below. And I mean it when I say you can shoot me a message anytime. But do me a favor. I'm noticing a lot of people are trying to use that as like a way to segue their songs or song requests. Please keep that for the comment section. This is for people if they're going through a tough time, like with things I just listed, or even if you were just lonely and you need someone to chop it up with. There's nothing wrong with that, man. This world's upside down and you really don't know who to trust these days. And I think it's always good to have good people around you. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. But you ready for the next one? Looks like you're thinking about the lyrics right now.
Yeah.
Looks, I can see her replaying the song in her head. She's just, all right. We love you guys. Stay safe. It's on to the next one. I can't wait to hear her. Karen's album rating review will be at the end. I don't know which song is last on the track list, but it'll be there. We'll see you guys soon. Oh, there's going to be a video that pops up right here above us. I didn't want it to cover this beautiful mug anymore. It was driving me crazy. Let it cover my face. Don't look at me. I'm out. You're deep in thought.